So for all of you who have not seen or heard Matt, you're in for something completely different. Matt's been writing this screenplay for...
Almost 2 years.
It's almost 2 years, not quite 2 years, but if you go to my YouTube channel, all of the episodes are on there somewhere. Just search Matt Fusari. What did you call yourself first?
Well, originally I went by a nom de voyage called MB Mulgrew.
Yeah.
And I just dropped that one.
So there might be, but look for, search my channel for trans. Start at episode 1, season 1, episode 1, and go, where are we? Season 2, episode 3? 4?
Actually, I'm up to episode 6.
6, okay. Season 2, episode 6. Ladies and gentlemen, now for something completely different, Matt Fusari! Woo!
All right.
Let me turn you up.
Okay. All right, well, first to thank Tom for that introduction, and anyway, tonight I'm doing something slightly different than what I usually do, but it is related to the world of trance. It is actually part of an overall grand scheme that I have called A Better World. This particular story I call Foward To The Future. So, anyway, for some time now, as you know, I have been telling you, the audience, about a world sometime in the near future where the impossible now is the reality for generations yet unborn. And tonight, before I bring you another episode of Trance, which will be very soon at the next open mic, I'm going to share with you the tale of how it all began. We go forward into the future, though about 40 years from now. This world is a lot darker than the one we've been used to in the world of trance. It is literally a world on the brink, where decades of war, of conflicting extremist forces, have taken their toll and have thrown the world as we know it onto the edge of the abyss. Crime and violence are rampant. It is like Rome almost 2 millennia ago. The barbarians are at the gate, and the Dark Age looms. The United States of America is no more. It is divided into 6 smaller nations, each with its own ideology. But we go now to New York City, into a hotel. Winston Mugabe gazed thoughtfully through his hotel window, down at the busy cross-section of 42nd Street and Lexington Avenue. He was apprehensive. He wanted this meeting to go well. They had to listen. His colleagues had to see he was right. But would they? His idea was crazy when he thought about it. His mast, perhaps. There was a soft knock on the door. He looked over his shoulder. "Come in," he said. The door opened, and his son Ian, 19 years old, well-groomed, healthy, almost his twin when Winston was that age, but with a slightly lighter complexion because of his wife's mixed parentage. "You're here, Father," said Ian. "Thank you, Ian. Wish me luck." The young man nodded. "Yes, Father." "You sounded awfully cryptic," said Heinrich Fromm, a German national in his early 60s. He helped himself to a glass of red wine and inhaled its vapor for a few moments before sipping it. In the spacious outer suite of the hotel, he and 4 other individuals, scientists and experts in their fields, gathered around the table. 3 men, 1 Native American, 2 Asian, and 1 white woman, younger, about 30, named Christina Weston, PhD. waited patiently for Winston. Each of them as curious as Dr. Frome. Well, you know Winston, said Christina. He does have a flair for the dramatic. Not like this, said Dr. Martin Greywolf. I think Heinrich's right. I've known him a good 15 years now. I've gotten a sense of when he's being dramatic and when he's being serious. He's up to something. Something big. Any ideas? Said Dr. Hoshi. He and his business partner, Dr. George Kwok, canceled a prior engagement at Winston's request. Ian poured some water into Dr. Hoshi's glass. Dr. Hoshi nodded at him appreciatively. I'm not at liberty to say, Dr. Hoshi, but my father will make everything clear. Winston entered the outer suite then and greeted each of his colleagues warmly. Thank you, all of you, for coming, said Winston. I'll get to the point. The world we live in is on the verge of global catastrophe. Since the American dissolution 4 years ago, the Western world, as we know it, is falling apart. There is no more middle class. Short of our personal bodyguards, there is nothing stopping us, or stopping those who have nothing from destroying what is left. And those who have everything in the aftermath setting up their own little regimes and throwing us back into the dark ages. Maybe it needs to happen, said Dr. Frome. No, it doesn't, said Winston. None of this has to be this way. We can change it. All of it. In this room are some of the greatest minds on earth. I refuse to believe that we can't do anything to stop it. What are you saying, Winston? Asked Christina. I'm saying that it's time that we stop watching from the sidelines, that we must take definitive action. If you'll all pardon the cliche, the world is going to hell in a handbasket. If you will all join me, I have designed a long-term plan which could feasibly take between now and 300 years to make changes, lasting changes. We will definitively fix every social, political problem that this world has and save it from itself, whether it likes it or not. If we have to topple every government on earth to do it, we must change the world before it's too late. Next time, Trans episode 16. 17.
Matt Fusari, everybody. Next up is Tim True, but before he gets up, I have to find something.
Okay. You can start getting up. And set yourself up.
Yeah, I'll check your tuning again. So very discreetly went into the back of the tune, stepped right under the air conditioner.
Did anybody see a penny whistle when we loaded back in?
I didn't. No, not at all.
Yeah, it was in my, I actually had it out, so. Oh, sure it is.
Hopefully it'll stay that way.
Tim, what do you need now?
I need this.
Hold on 1 second. Reset this.